but we have some features. For example, if you are following a teaching strategy that enhance visuals and reality to help students connect language, that would be great. So we need to focus on real things, and most of us like to learn through seeing, through watching. So if we are even talking about things, we will not be effective as teachers, but we need to think about how to use visuals. Like, for example, images, videos, okay, cartoons, okay, models. Okay. The second feature, we need to incorporate a variety of activities into the lesson plan. Of course, games, role plays are very important, and group discussion, as we said. Number 3, provide plenty of opportunities for students to practice speaking and writing. Okay? And speaking is connected with listening, so they need to listen in order to produce, to speak. And writing is connected with reading. They need to read in order to produce. Another feature, utilize technology. Of course, we all agree that technology has become something important. It's not the whole thing, but it's important to be implemented. So you need to use technology to supplement instruction and engage students in learning. Five, encourage students to use English outside the classroom. Okay? Why? Providing them with resources such as books, magazines, and websites. Do you have any other ideas that could help your students to use English outside the classroom? Applications?
By flipping the classroom, so I can send them a video or an article to read about, and then when they come to the class, they reflect on it.
Great idea. We can start by sending them a video to watch and reflect, to answer questions.
We can have like a WhatsApp group for each class.
Maybe through WhatsApp groups. What else?
There is an old way of doing this. We call it the conversation club. The students in the break or something, they have to approach the teacher
Yes.
in English. When they say anything in English, ask them about maybe what is the sports room or something. He has a badge or a coin. They collect these coins, then they have a reward to stay with them.
Excellent idea.
Watching movies also.
You can send them movies or episodes to watch and learn. To be selective. Very important to be selective.
Also using Padlet.
Padlet? Yes, as a way of expressing the ideas. Features number 6. Make sure that all materials used are appropriate for the student's level of proficiency. Okay? Because sometimes we need to do something, but we misuse the tool itself. The digital tool should be carefully selected. Feature number 7, focus on developing students' listening skills by using audio, recordings, or video, just like this man said, in classroom activities. And number 8, allow for mistakes. It's very important to give students a space to talk, to make mistakes, and learn from these mistakes. Okay? And give them the corrective feedback. The feedback should be constructive and corrective when necessary to help students learn from their errors. The highlighted words are very keywords in this book. And feature number 9, use authentic materials such as newspaper, articles, songs, to make learning more interesting in learning. And I'm going to show you some very important websites that can help you with this easily. And finally, create a supportive learning environment where students feel comfortable. Because when students feel comfortable, they start feeling safe and reduced. Okay? And if they feel unsafe, they would be reluctant to share. Yeah, they would want us. So we need to avoid judgment, okay, or passive feedback. It's very good. Okay. We'd like to make the perfect match between technology and digital English teaching. But here is my question for you. Who do you think is more tech savvy, teachers or students? Students. Are you sure? The adjective tech savvy, what does it mean?
Satisfied.
Yes, proficient, someone who is very informative and proficient about using technology. They call it tech savvy. Who is more savvy than the other? Yes, yeah. Most people think that students are more savvy. Okay, why do you think students are more savvy, tech savvy?
Because the mobile, they have their mobiles all the
Yes,
time.
because they are born in this generation. They were born using it.
Unlike us, they're the old generation.
Yeah, here is one thing we need to know. Students,
No, but when you don't have anything, but you have your work to do, you have your monthly showing and responsibilities to do, but they don't have anything to do.
yes, but I want to add something very important. Students are tech savvy in particular website and applications. Okay, and most of the applications they are clever at using are not relating to education. But when it comes to education, we find that teachers, especially the passionate teachers, are much more tech savvy, more than the students. Okay, so yes.
Maybe they use these technologies, but the teachers who work from this technology to change or modify things inside.
Yes, I agree. And here is my gift for you. All the websites and the applications we are going to talk about now at this moment are categorized, okay, according to the learning objectives or what is the purpose in your mind as a teacher. So, if you want to have online learning platforms, there are some, not many, but I suggest these four platforms because they are free and also user friendly. They are easy to use, whether by the teachers or the students. Okay, Edmodo, Google Classroom, and Moodle, and Stone. And by the way, when we talk about ELMs, when we talk about learning platforms, we mean a virtual school where you can do everything you do at real time. So, Google Classroom, for example, you have the virtual classroom, you have the exams, you have the assessment, okay, the way of grading and giving marks for the students, everything you imagine, and much more added by technology. So this is a platform where you can save all your work as a teacher. That's why they call it platform. And you can go back to your platform again and again after many years. the same assignments, the same exams again and again, because they are all in the same place. Okay? This is why we prefer using Google Classroom than other things like WhatsApp for you. I can share exams and with my students, but here what I'm talking about a school, a virtual school. Okay? If you want to conduct a video conference, here the most common, the easiest one and the most familiar is Zoom, and also Microsoft Teams. And Google Hangouts is great. But Zoom is very familiar. Microsoft Teams has more features than if you want to work more professionally. I think Microsoft Teams will be your perfect option. And Skype. If you need to design or conduct flashcards or activities, interactive activities with your students, I think Quizlet and Canva and Cram will be great options. And all these websites have the free account that you can use. Okay? And SlideGo is a great option as well.
SlideGo creates PPTs.
Yeah. It is used for flashcards and PowerPoint if you want. Here, the teacher has something in mind, and then you will go to a website or application that can serve the learning objective or the purpose in your mind. If you want to have a great result of online games, I think Fun Brain and Turtle Diary and Learning Vibe, Kids Learning Vibe, will be great. PPS Kids and Games for ESL, they are all great. And I've tried many things that are, it's a great website. Podcasts. One of you said something about using podcasts to help students listen and speak. It's a great tool. You can depend on this tool to teach great lessons of English language. And I have suggested 3 of them. If you want to start with beginners, people who are started to learn the language at the beginning, Listen a Minute is a great option for you. You know, a podcast is just like a radio station, but you can use it at your own pace. You choose the time, okay? And also you can choose the material. You have activities. You are not just listening. The teacher can take these activities and ask students to do the activities. Okay? But if you are working with adults, you have 2 other options. One of them for British English and the other one for the American accent. Okay? So learning English for 6 minutes. This is a British English website that can give you a great listening and speaking activities through this podcast. And here we have Learning English Podcast, VOA, Voice of America, Learning English. It's a great place for a podcast. If you want to encourage students to create digital stories using tools, you have some good options. Adobe Spark and Storyteller is great also Story and Oxford Owl and Toontastic. I have tried myself. It's a great way to create a movie or a cartoon for your students using their own faces and voices. Okay? And you can Google it, it's free. Okay? And making a video in 5 minutes is very easy. You just give them the material and the pictures and the voice, and you will see your students are talking to each other according to the students. Fantastic. It's great. And of course, the story. Would you like to create an exam or a quiz for your students? Of course, Kahoot is good. And quizzes. I have been using Kahoot until they change it into you need to pay in order to At the beginning it was free, and then began to tell you if you are free, only you are teaching 10 students. More than 10 students you need to pay. So I think there are many other options that can help. Okay, Quizlet is great. Have you heard about virtual field trips?
Yes, I've heard of it. Choose a city, and we will give you a full tour.
It's a great opportunity for you as a teacher and your students to go through cities around the world and see the streets life. And the students start talking and doing activities minute by minute. Yeah. Okay? And here we have a panel and 36 cities. I want you to add city walk. City walk, yeah. You choose the city and you are live in the city, and you are listening the music or the people talking, the sound of the cars. Everything is live.
Citywalk.com.
Yes, citywalk.com. And PR.org is a great place for virtual field trips. It's a trip, just like the trip we used to do to visit a place, but here it's virtual on the internet. And we don't want to forget Google Earth. Google Earth. You can design your lesson using Google Earth. You can choose the places you want students to talk about and pinpoint these places, and when you present them, somebody is moving in the street and the students are talking about what they need to talk about. Google Earth is great. And it's free. If you need to create a video project or assign a video creation for your students, you can use iMovie or WeVideo. They are free and they are very good. If you need to have online discussions, notice that each group of websites serve a particular purpose. Okay? Padlet is great. Flipgrid, a Microsoft application, Flipgrid. Here, students can video themselves and share these videos around the world. They get feedback from other students or teachers. Give feedback to teachers around the world. Here are the reference and websites I have used. And my gift for you, this QR. If you have this QR, you will have all the presentation with the websites and everything.
Download link.
Yeah.
So you don't need to send it from the email. Sir.
Just have this. you will get.
Please, when we get off,
Have you heard? Yes. Before we leave, have you heard about weightlifting? Weightlifting. Yeah. When you take a picture of this, you will have a link for weightlifting. And a weightlifting is a group of websites. You just need to click the website and you are there.